In a nightclub, a drug transaction is about to take place, and the police are watching their suspect. The man discreetly takes a bag and heads to a locker. A woman is hiding inside the locker. Using an electric device, she knocks the man down and opens the bag, sees the drugs, and takes them. Led by Detective Kim Chi-gon, they arrest Bear, the one who delivered the bag, but they cannot find the evidence. On the other side, we see Cha Tai-shik, a pawn shop owner who buys flowers. When he gets home, he encounters his neighbor Young Somi. He ignores her because she stole from him in the past, but Somi says she doesn't steal anymore. She pawns an MP3 to him. She notices the sausage and says she really likes it, so he invites her to eat. While eating, Somi hears her mother shouting, so she hides under the table. Cha Tai-shik opens the door, and Hyo-jung, the woman from the club who took the bag containing drugs, is there. She asks if Somi is inside, and Cha Tai-shik immediately replies that she isn't. Hyo-jung pawns a camera and a bag. She warns him not to mess with the child and suggests that if he wants, they could date instead. He ignores her, so she leaves immediately. The next day, Bear is released, but Kim Chi-gon reminds him that he is always watching his movements. Oh Myung-gyu gets angry and slaps one of his men, Man-suk, because a large amount of drugs has gone missing. He gives him 3 days to find the woman who took the drugs. Meanwhile, a man assaults Hyo-jung because he is looking for the drugs she took. Somi sees what happened, but her mother sends her out. Hyo-jung uses drugs while Somi hears her struggling to breathe. Somi knocks on Cha Tai-shik's room, and he agrees to let the child sleep there. The next morning, Somi is gone and has left him a letter. Cha Tai-shik goes to the cemetery where his wife is buried and sees the child's shoes on top of it. On his way home, he sees Somi being scolded for stealing. Because she is looking for her parents, Somi points to Cha Tai-shik, but he ignores her and leaves. On the other side, Man-seok calls his brother Jong-seok because they have found the whereabouts of the person who took the drugs. In a store, he sees Somi again, where she steals again. He tries to pay for it, but the old man says he understands the child. On their way home, Somi asks for her MP3 and says she has no money. Instead, she gives him her favorite card. Before leaving, Somi cries out of frustration because he ignored her earlier. When Somi gets home, she sees Yong-seok torturing her mother. Rem-rowan is also there and grabs Somi. Cha Tai-shik notices someone entering his room. When he enters, Jong-seok's men are waiting. Dolman takes out a knife and says they are looking for something. He thinks they are just thieves, so he hands over his wallet. He suddenly grabs the knife, shocking D-Dolman. Bear approaches him, but he easily takes him down. Rem-rowan arrives and gives him the phone so Jong-seok can talk to him. They are demanding the bag that Hyo-jung gave him and play Somi's voice for him. He gives them the bag, and when Rem-rowan opens it, what they are looking for is inside. Rem-rowan shoots Bear and leaves his cell phone behind because Jong-seok still wants to talk to him. He tries to chase them but fails to catch up. He receives a call where he is told to retrieve a bag. Jong-seok orders him to take it to Oh Myung-shu and throw away his cell phone. He opens it and sees that the bag contains drugs. The police receive a call saying that a drug transaction will take place. Meanwhile, Cha Tai-shik arrives at the meeting place, and men accompany him to Oh Myung-gyu. He takes out the drugs, but Oh Myung-gyu is surprised because he told them to release the mother and daughter. Oh Myung-gyu knows nothing about what is happening and receives a call. It's from Man-seok, who wants revenge on Oh Myung-gyu and is the one who called the police to arrest him. The police arrive, so Oh Myung-gyu needs to leave. He punctures the drugs and throws them in Cha Tai-shik's face, making it difficult for him to see. His men beat him up and throw him outside to be arrested by the police. Oh Myung-gyu hurries to leave, but the police have already entered. He sees Oh Myung-gyu getting into a car. He quickly gets out and chases after it. He blocks its path, causing it to crash into his vehicle. Oh Myung-gyu runs further away. He is about to chase him, but he sees the back of the car open, revealing Hyo-jung's body with her internal organs removed. The police arrive and arrest him. Even the police are shocked by what they see. The police take him in for questioning about the heinous crime. Meantime, Detective Kim Chi-gon's group goes to his pawn shop and finds the corpse of one of Jong-seok's men. Young Somi is taken to an old woman. She is put in a room where other kidnapped children are also present. Meanwhile, Cha Tai-shik escapes from the tight security of the police. The detective sees on CCTV how easily Cha Tai-shik escaped. Because of what happened, he has Cha Tai-shik's true identity investigated. They learn that Cha Tai-shik is a special forces agent of the South Korean military intelligence. He has received many awards for his skills in missions. He retired after his wife died. Now he retrieves a cell phone he threw in the trash to find his enemies. He goes to the cell phone shop shop and asks who bought the phone he brought, but the shop's men are ordered to attack Chatashik. He takes them down, and the shop owner, terrified, is forced to give him the business card of the person who bought the cell phone. The owner also says that the man sells human organs. He takes the man with him and brings him to a club where Jong-seok is. Meanwhile, the police find out where Chatashik is, so they hurry to the club. He sees Doll Man in the restroom and stabs him with his own knife. He asks him where Somi is, but Doll Man says that the brothers know her whereabouts. He was about to take him to the brothers, but Ram Rowan arrives and shoots them. He manages to hide, and Doll Man dies immediately. Ram Rowan shoots at all the doors one by one. Chatashik suddenly comes out and attacks Ram Rowan. The two fight until Ram Rowan manages to escape. He goes to the dancers and Chatashik follows. He sees him, but Man-seok suddenly arrives and stops Ram Rowan, and Man-seok leaves behind a cell phone. He tries to chase them, but fails. He takes a car and manages to evade the police. While driving, Man-seok calls him. He asks where Somi is, and Man-seok replies that he will sell the child's corneas. He threatens him, but Man-seok is not afraid. Meanwhile, some people want to take over Choi Agent's case, something Detective Kim Chi-gon disagrees with because some of his men have already been harmed. The man explains that they don't understand how dangerous Cha Tai-shik is. On the other side, Cha Tai-shik goes to the location of Mandalso, his former colleague in the special unit. He helps him remove the bullet from his side. He remembers his wife when he found out she was pregnant. While buying shoes for their unborn child, his wife was left in the car. When he comes out, he receives a call. He is walking back to the car when suddenly a truck crashes into the car where his wife is. A man comes out from the back of the truck and shoots him. While the man is about to finish him off, his colleagues arrive just in time. He is stunned and just cries while looking at his wife's car. The next morning, he asks Mundalso for a gun, but Mundalso tells him to rest first. Not long after, he prepares himself and his equipment. He calls the man who took him to the club, but Detective Kim Chi-gon answers because he arrested the man. The detective tells Cha Tai-shik that Somi is still alive, and they saw her on CCTV withdrawing money from an ATM. In return, the detective asks what he knows. Cha Tai-shik says that Man-seok and Jong-seok sent him to Oh Myung-gyu with drugs and killed Hyo-jung. On the other side, Ram Rowan is seen guarding the children. The old woman comes out with a child, saying that the child will now go home to their parents. The child thanks Somi for what she did to their hand. Somi notices Ram Rowan's head wound, so she approaches Ram Rowan and puts a bandage on his wound. He is stunned and seems to feel guilty towards the child. Meanwhile, Cha Tai-shik sees a toy similar to the one he was asked to give to Oh Myung-gyu. Cha Tai-shik sees a child taking a toy, so he follows the child. It is shown that the toy contains drugs, and the child is given many ATM cards. The child takes the money and just throws away the cards. The police notice Cha Tai-shik and chase him. He enters an apartment where he sees someone picking up the child. The police corner him, so he is forced to jump out of the window to escape. He takes a taxi and follows the car. He arrives at their hideout and sees the children repacking drugs. A child loses consciousness, and here he sees Jong-seok. While looking around, he finds the place where they harvest people's organs. When he opens a container with a corpse, it is Oh Myung-gyu, and his organs are also missing. Next, he sees the child whose nails Somi painted. He finds the children's location and shoots the guard. Jong-seok checks where the gunshot came from, but Cha Tai-shik also shoots him. He tortures him and calls Man-seok to find out where Somi is. Man-seok warns him not to touch his brother. However, Jong-seok's loud scream can be heard, further angering Man-seok. Man-seok orders his men to take Somi's corneas as payment for what Cha Tai-shik did. In Cha Tai-shik's anger, he blows up the hideout with Jong-seok inside. He calls Detective Kim Chi-gon so he can hear the loud explosion of the hideout. He gives the child the cell phone and says they can go home now. On the other side, Somi is taken to a surgeon who performs operations to harvest human organs. Somi begs, but Ram Rowan can't do anything. On the other side, the police have found the old woman and see the children, but Somi is no longer there. The surgeon begins to remove Somi's eyes. Cha Tai-shik goes to the place Man-seok mentioned. Because he is looking for Somi, Man-seok throws a small jar at him and sees him playing with an eye in a jar. He kneels down in extreme anger. He vows to kill them all. He shoots everyone around him and hits Ram Rowan, who hides. A bloody fight ensues while Man-seok hurries to escape. He kills Man-seok's men. Meanwhile, Man-seok is taking his money with one of his men. As Cha Tai-shik is about to take the jar, Ram Rowan shoots it. Then he lowers his gun and they face each other again. But this time, he manages to kill Ram Rowan. Man-seok is about to leave when suddenly someone shoots his companion. Man-seok starts the car, but Cha Tai-shik shoots the tire, causing it to crash. He approaches Mansok as he is begging the police for help. He shoots the window, but it is bulletproof, making Mansok laugh. But he hits only one location, so the glass still breaks. He then finishes off Mansok. Thinking that his life is now meaningless, he plans to commit suicide. But he hears a voice and sees Somi. She approaches him and hugs him tightly. He just cries while hugging the child. The police arrive and see a man whose eyes were harvested, which Cha Tai-shik thought were Somi's. In the car, he asks the detective for a favor and buys Somi her school supplies. For the first time, Somi sees Cha Tai-shik smile, and he says goodbye to the child. Let me know in the comments how you liked the video. If you liked it, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do. We'll see you in another video. Take care.